rock and roll.
Well, hello and welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I am your host, the Amazing Super Chris. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you've had a wonderful week so far. It's only Tuesday, but we're getting there, surviving. I hope you are too. I've got some things. We're going to talk about Tuesday things. You know, the topic of the show today is indulgences. You know, how I don't know how you feel about them. We're going to find out about today. I think it's an interesting topic. I've also got a brand new video I'm going to share with you guys today, probably at the top of the hour. It's a little different than my normal videos, so I hope you enjoy it. We're going to talk about that here in just a few minutes. I think you're going to be excited. Let's go here.
Finnegan!
Yes, sir. Very disturbing, I know.
Fetch me Father Finnegan.
Your Highness.
You are in the presence of His Holiness, the Puppius Maximus, guardian of the sacred fire hydrant, defender of the holy tennis ball, and eater of the golden kibble, Pup Oliver Poopsalop the Fifth.
Your popedom. I heard you have a bone to pick with me.
Condoms, Father Finnegan?
No, thank you. I've got plenty.
That's what I mean. Why are you selling condoms?
Oh, you mean our Pharaoh Sombrero line of condoms. Understood.
You know how we feel about those around here.
Well, they're not to be used by the Catholics, of course.
Not for Catholics?
No, they're part of our Sinner Gonna Sin lack of faith outreach program.
A sinner gonna what?
It's like getting the tithe, but from the heretics and the heathens and the atheists.
Oh, well, when you put it like that.
But, Your Highness, this will reflect very poorly on the church.
True. You know what this means, Flanagan?
Warning label. A warning label on the box. Not for Catholics in big letters.
Too subtle.
Instant purgatory if used by Catholics.
I like it. Divine branding.
Excellent, your popedom. Will there be anything else?
That will be all. You may leave.
All right. Good morning, everyone. I've got my co-host Ryan here with me this morning, looking awesome as ever. Fantastic, curious Lioness Ryan. Good morning, Ryan. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Thank you very much. I'm here. Awesome. I'm queer.
Awesome.
Good to be here.
Very good. Have you had a good week so far? Did you do anything last night? Are you still working on a video? Hook us up with the down low.
I did film something yesterday. I haven't edited it whatsoever. Hopefully I'll get time to do that today. That's about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Good enough, though.
Gotcha.
I'm happy I did that. What about
Here
you?
comes my staff. You know, I've been working on a video for days now, and I finally got it done. And I'm going to show it to everybody here, probably at the top of the hour. Yeah, and then we're going to watch. It'll be a little break for us, you know, but it's going to be cool. And then I'll probably drop it on the Tube of Views like at 11 or noon, one of those times.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, because I downloaded I just got finished. I just finished it this morning. I just finished it this morning. But I want to keep my Tuesday, Friday schedule, you know, so.
Do you think that that's important?
You know, I don't know. I've never been able to do it. I don't know.
I don't. Me neither. I don't. I've never done. I don't have a schedule as it is. I struggle with schedules, so I don't know. I would love to do one on YouTube, but only if it would matter.
Yeah, I wish I knew. I don't know.
Well, you better find out.
They don't tell me these things. I better find out. I want to try. I am going to try to find out. That's my goal. My evil plan of doom and despair is, in fact, to try to learn these things and figure out. I've kind of made some changes on my channel here that will hopefully help and grow stuff like that, get things going. Of course, it's been going pretty good, really. Myself, I was just eager. Nancy is here. Did you know Nancy was here? Good morning, Nancy. Nancy. John Hudson's here. Randall Flagg, secular felinist, kicked in the door early this morning. Big Zebra. Good to have you. Bob is even here. Bob does not like indulgences. Bob is like, damn you, indulgences. He made a note to let us know in the chat. Appreciate that, Bob. Let's go here. And awesome sauce. Let me just put this over here so I can tinker with that. So yes, let me just check and make sure. And Chick Magnate is here. So awesome. I hope you guys have all had a great week so far.
Yeah. What's up with the week, man? What's happening?
I know. It's early.
We're just it's already starting out to be a doozy.
It is. Mom Poppy's here though. And now that Mom Poppy's here, we can all chillax.
Yes. Lisa, I got a new chair.
Did you really? No more hopping?
Well, it's not okay. So it's not a new chair.
Not a new
this
chair.
Is actually a chair I got out of the trash. Because I've told you guys, like, I'm a trash picker.
Yeah.
You know, when you grow up poor, you take what you can get, honey. Now, see why'd I do that accent shame?
I don't know.
That accent shame. That's kind of not cool, Ryan.
Yeah, it's bad.
Got to work on that. So, any hoozle. Yeah. So I got 2 matching chairs. It's really cute. I don't know if you can see, but it has just like a floral pattern. And, you know, I like florals.
Let me see if I can pop you up on the screen and you can show us here. Let me go here.
And it's not
highlight.
necessarily like my style of floral, but the chair is like wide and comfy. So it gives my booty a lot of room because I've got junk in my trunk. So it gives me plenty of room. So hopefully I won't be fidgeting. And now I can't turn. Like there's no skeet, skeet, skeet back and forth.
Gotcha. Okay.
Maybe Ryan can sit still for once.
I'm not buying it.
Does anybody want to take a bet?
Sounds like a lie straight from the devil. Satan compelled her.
No, he told me to do it.
Junk in my trunk club. Nancy, awesome sauce. Good morning, Nancy.
Yes. Nancy, my love. Let me squeeze that booty.
Were you able to get up to Baja Con? I didn't, I don't know if you got up there or not. I've been doing things. Oh my goodness, I've been doing a thing. I'll show you here in a little bit.
Can't wait.
I've been doing a thing. Yes, I'm excited.
My voice.
But I've got the upper chest cooties.
Are you getting any smoke? There's wildfires somewhere. I can't remember where, but we've been getting the smoke and like fog here. And I don't know if you can hear it I feel it in my voice. I don't know if you can hear it, but my voice is very scratchy. It's bothering me. Every time I go outside walking pickles and I come back in, I just notice like how much pain my throat's in.
You're hacking and yucky.
Yeah, just like
goodness. We haven't had that here this time. Right now. Well, we've had it very often. There's fires that go on around and hell, there'll be a fire in Arizona or Colorado, and it'll get us here.
The smoke.
Yeah, John Hudson says Canada is on fire.
I think that's actually where
that maybe have to do
our
with
smoke is coming from. Up this way, anyway.
Yeah. So mine feels kind of like I'm kind of older. I'm an elderly person. I've been around the block once or thrice, and I kind of know the difference between allergies and like a upper chest cold kind of situation.
I've been there. You've done that. Been around the block. Kind of know my body.
That's what I got. Yes, that's what I got right now. But it's not that bad. I've had worse. So.
Yeah, but I do kind of notice it in your voice too. Have you tried any tea? I was thinking of myself tea this morning and I didn't. So there's that.
I've been drinking the coffee. I do enjoy the deep, sexy voice it gives me, but you know how it is when you get the cold. You can't hear it because the headphones.
No, it does sound good. I have my Bose on. I'm listening to you from my Bose speaker.
Oh, gee. Yes. Yes. So that's one of the things I miss about having headphones. I could hear myself and be like, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" Now I can't do it. I haven't been able to do it. So anyway, on with the show. Trip is here. That is cool. Someone actually made a song called Diddler on the roof.
Diddler on the roof.
Yeah, you should have seen the evil one fall about herself whenever she heard that. I was like, hey, did you hear that Trump was up on the roof of the White House? She said, no, I hadn't heard. I was like, yeah, the memes are already out. Diddler on the roof. And man, she just broke apart.
Did she break out too? See?
She did. Yeah.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
Fern cracked me up.
I love to watch her.
One. Diddler on the roof.
Donald Trump deployed troops in Washington yesterday.
Of course he did.
Took control of, and he's planning on doing it to other cities. We've seen this is a typical step-by-step fascist playbook. We've seen it before. It's just
my frustration is the people who just seem to capitulate, who continuously roll out the red carpet for him.
Yeah.
I guess expecting protection, like they want to be in with the in guy in the in crowd to retain their power.
Yeah. I have heard there have been some generals who have refused some of his orders. But that's all I got. I've got her.
Well, I'm sure it would be leaked because nobody's going to come out and say that without backlash, you know?
Oh, true. And well, there's that. And also that you can imagine that if any general denied a request from him, he would fire them. That's what he did. Right. As soon as they got into office, they fired like 8 generals. So yeah, this is going to get ugly very soon, I'm afraid. And part of the thing is, I think about the 2026 elections, the midterms, because his big beautiful bill is so bad, they're desperate to redistrict Texas, or and that's how bad it is, and it's just going to get worse.
It is.
Yeah,
they're falling over themselves to figure out how they can rig the system instead of just doing better. Like instead of doing the easy thing. Like honestly, the easy thing really in most of these situations is just doing the right or better thing.
Yeah. But often that doesn't hurt people, and they really rather choose the path that hurts someone. What is it about that?
It's the path of most resistance is the one that they choose.
It really is.
How can we have the most resistance? It
kills me.
I know. Let's take over a state after we screamed states' rights for how long?
Right. Here's part of the deal, though. They're going to try to, I don't know, I shouldn't predict too much, but he's going to try. Yeah. It's going to get ugly for the midterms. It's not just cleaning up the city of Washington. It's also militarizing, making a fortress around him with the military. They're already there. So whenever shit goes down, unlike last time where he had to call in the National Guard, they're already there. And he didn't call in the National Guard last time. Remember on January 6th, he didn't call in the National Guard. But he's already called in the National Guard here. And I think that's partly to protect him. Now, then they were going to try to take over these other cities in California and other states. He's going to try to take over cities just like this. And when he does, they're going to cause problems. He's going to call an emergency. He's going to try to postpone the elections.
Yep. He'll do anything, throw a tempered tantrum, blame the media, anything to distract, anything to be divisive.
Where's Elon Musk?
Spread us apart. He's been awfully quiet, hasn't he?
He has been, hasn't he? The last I heard, though, is that not only did he get a huge 250 million, or was it billion? 250 billion, I don't know, there's a lot of stupid amount of money for Grok in the Department of Justice, but he got another big, huge amount of money from our government. And, we haven't heard nothing from him. Just piddly little stuff. I suspect he's probably hard at work on our next elections.
Right?
Yeah. I suspect he probably is. I think we may need to.
Me.
Yeah. Well, there's so much. Have you heard about these investigations into the previous election, the 2024 election? Stupid. It's crazy how much is going on. And it's not really just me being a conspiracy theorist. These are big name people calling this out. And quite a few people. And of course, there's no investigations into it because it's Trump, right? And, you know, one of those deals, let's say one of our Democrats gets into office and they get our DOJ straightened out. It better not be 2.5 years before that some bitch starts dropping charges on people. Right? Because that's what they did last time. And Donald Trump was able to kick in his campaign and do all this stuff and eventually beat it out.
Yeah.
Thank you,
They
Merrick
need to
Garland.
act.
Yes.
They need to be very proactive when it comes to this man.
Indeed. Yes, they do. Don't let them get away with it. And it's not just this man. Well, this is going to get worse.
No, this is just
Yeah.
the first of many who will come if we allow this.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, there's a lot of people also who are facilitating him. He couldn't do all this without Congress. You know,
They're enabling.
Yeah, I saw a post today that said, remember, the Handmaid's Tale didn't start with red outfits. It started with the fall of Washington.
Maybe we're in a time loop.
Right. In their fall of Washington, it was physical, and the GOP had been unalived by a terrorist organization, had gotten the House and Senate. In reality, a foreign agent, Vladimir Putin and Russia, got to our conservatives, and it's really the same thing. And that's how they destroyed the GOP. They did it with money, not with bullets.
Buy them out.
Pastor Tanks. Hello, Pastor Tanks. How are you doing? Yeah, buy them out. And there's also that where you get dirt on them.
Ooh,
Yeah,
blackmail.
Yeah, blackmail. How
I mean,
many?
come on,
I
look
mean,
at Epstein.
Yes. There's Epstein. Yeah, just imagine Epstein and then Lindsey Graham. People like Lindsey Graham and all those conservatives that flew over to Russia during just before or around the elections in 2015. There was a real thing. It's all been covered up. A lot of people don't know. Now they're investigating the investigators.
Cover your trail.
Mm-hmm. I remember
Intimidate them into silence.
Yeah. I remember saying that whenever Donald Trump and them got back into power, they would go after the other ones, unlike what happened with Biden. He didn't want to go after Trump. Let the Department of Justice do it. Let them at their own will. But look what Donald Trump does. He uses them like puppets.
Right.
You know?
They're an extension of him at this point, instead of being individual entities.
Right.
That are supposed
Can you
to
imagine?
be checks and balances.
Well, they're supposed to be, yes.
Supposed to.
It would be so amazing, wouldn't it be so amazing if somebody with Donald Trump and his groups, all of them, the sycophants, if all of them were on the side of good, and they were doing all this money, and they were taking all this money instead of building concentration camps, they were paying off student loans and making college free for everybody and taking care of our, just imagine if these crazy people were on our side, but they're not on our side at all.
No, they're against us. In fact, like it would be different if it was just like a neutral thing. Like, all right, you don't like us, whatever,
Right.
Go about your day. But they actually want to harm us. They're looking for
Yes.
ways to silence everybody.
That's part of it. They're willing to harm themselves. Look at Texas, where the floods. No. Let's look over here. How do you people in Texas who were Trump supporters feel now that? I mean, he's gutting the FEMA to pay and moving all that FEMA stuff over for concentration camps and for ICE agents, and
They have the money to do the most deplorable things. Again, to use tactics to intimidate us and exploit us, but the simplest, easiest thing is unimaginable.
Right.
Oh,
I wonder what's going to happen with these Texas politicians and the circumstances going on over there. How that's going to play out, because they're hellbent. Is that right? Hellbent to redistrict Texas, no matter what, no matter how shameful it is on their part. No matter how the Constitution, this shit all over. They were talking about getting the FBI to go after these people, all that business, and This is just they're just dying. They've been dying to arrest Democrats, and it's gonna start soon. Did I see Raven Lunatic in the chat?
Well,
I threw up on my jeans one time, became a real sicko pant. Yeah, they suck. These guys, they're just authoritarianism is easy. Compromise is hard. Yeah, I guess that's not wrong. Yeah. All these mythical figures you talk about, they never claimed divinity. God of all prophets and universe, you may say Allah or Yahweh claimed divinity through revelations.
According to
right. So because God claimed to be divine, that makes it so. That's whole
how
argument.
it works.
Yes. None of those other gods, Zeus didn't claim to be divine, apparently. But
Right.
Yahweh did, and that makes it true.
Right. I mean,
Do better.
This is the thing, Chris. Like, if I'm a cool person, I ain't got to say that shit. You know I'm cool because I'm that bitch.
Right.
So,
'Cause that's how
like,
you roll.
if Yahweh has to slang a wang just to prove something, he's got to, like, tell people, well, I'm the only God. I think that's saying something.
That's right.
You
Very
shouldn't have
true.
to tell people.
You know, it's like mathematics. You can teach people, and it's always right. It works. God should have spoken in that language, in a very simple language. 2 + 2, equals God, but he didn't. It didn't. I always like to attribute it to him because men are stupid. Men are shit. Not all men, of course, but a good hunk of us are. If we weren't, women wouldn't be choosing the
fact of the matter is the sad thing, and we've had this conversation, is just you're socialized to be that way.
Oh yeah, we were trained.
Like, that's the unfair part of it. It is like, it harms, like, all of this purity culture, toxic masculinity harms men as well. It's just they're the ones who uphold it, so it's kind of difficult to feel that sorry for them, but it does suck knowing that.
Yes. Let me catch up here. Apostate Seth is here. Good morning, Seth. Our chat is really fine. I want to kind of break away from our normal repartee to mention that our chat is fantastic. Have you noticed that we have got a fantastic chat? Whenever I can keep up with it, they're wonderful. Sometimes we get, weird people in here. Looking at you, Nancy.
She's my kind of weird.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. But I just check out our chat, and when I'm not doing this, I go watch other people's chats, and they got some good folk in there. They're awesome folk. They're just not as awesome as our folk. I'm just saying, our chat is a combination of folk that makes it awesome.
It's the right menagerie.
Indeed. Sean Alexander, the weirder, the better. Hey, Sean, how are you feeling about Strange New Worlds? I'm enjoying it myself. I'm waiting for season 3. I haven't watched any of it yet. I wanted all to come out so I can binge it with the evil one. I just thought, because you're a fellow Trekkie nerd, I would ask you. And Ryan, I got to hit you up. How is your experience with Discovery going?
Okay, so let me just tell you, the Discovery app is trash.
Oh my goodness! So it's not just me. You're talking about the Paramount app that you watch this crap on, right?
Yep.
Crashes all the time.
I can't freaking watch it. It just stops. It just stops at the this one episode, so we can't get through it. So we don't want to move on. So Hubs is trying to see if he can figure out either way to download it or whatnot, because we have Plex, so he can download onto a server and whatnot. But so we've been stuck. We haven't been able to watch it for, I think, days now, 5 days.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So wait, though, I have to.
You have opinions, though.
I have to tell you, it's so funny because Hubs and I just we kind of have the same opinions on things for the most part. Okay. And we've both been oh, okay, so it's the Michael Burnham show right now. I see. Because every scene is Spock, I'm so sorry for what I did. Spock, how dare you tell me what to do? This is my life. I treated you so bad and I didn't mean it. Spock, you're the worst brother. I like every other scene. I don't know what emotion's going to come out of her. I mean, I love her. She's a good actress, but they are overdoing it for her. Like, I don't think it's her. It's them doing it for her.
So it's not
So
just
that's a little frustrating, but
I just want to tell you, it ain't going. It is the Michael Burnham show. It ain't gonna stop. It's one of the things I think is amazing is whenever you look back at the overall story, huge universe-changing events had directly to do with Michael Burnham. She had all these things to do, or her mom, or somebody. Some decisions she made. But yes, it's okay. It's
when the red angel, and she was like, "It was me."
No shit, it was you. Because it's everything is you.
I know. And then it wasn't her. It was actually her mother.
But it was her mother.
To tell her, like, for fucking hours, her mother is trapped in that thing because they have her pulled back into their dimension. So she's trapped there with that contraption. And she's trying to tell her daughter, look, I've seen you die hundreds of thousands, whatever. I've seen you die so many times. It's not about you. It's about the mission. I just have to complete this mission. I got to go. You got to let me go. I got to do it. And Michael Burnham's like, no, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to keep her here. I can make this right. And then she F's it all up.
So you've gotten that far into the show. I enjoyed the first season.
There you go.
Yeah.
The first season, I'm telling you, it felt like a freaking movie. I felt like I was watching a movie. It was so good.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to agree. Were it not for, and if I could look past the tardigrade thing being from another star, look past that, Chris. Just ignore that shit.
Yeah.
Because, the Cylon woman, if you've watched Battlestar Galactica, you know that the security officer on Discovery in those first 2 episodes who got killed by the tardigrade, she was a Cylon on Battlestar Galactica. So if you knew that, you're like, this is an awesome person. She could actually be a cool person on this show. And then she goes, oh, yeah, let that huge monster creature out of there. We'll be okay. I'll shoot it.
After learning the thing had murked a freaking whole ship of Klingons. Like, okay, it literally went through them like a hot knife through butter.
It did. But Klingon going, shh.
Right.
You to
be quiet.
Yeah.
You're like, nah, I got this. Me and my little gun. Oh my God.
Yeah. So beyond stuff like that, but like the guy who played Vogue, really enjoyed him.
I love his character.
Yeah. And the Michael Burnham thing, you know how I feel about the show, but I really enjoy the actors' performances. I think they did what they were supposed to do. They did a good job in that. Yeah. But so I wanted to catch up with you. It's unfortunate that you haven't got to see the last few shows, though, that you got stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think we're not too far. Maybe from the end. I don't know.
From the end of the whole thing, or just the end of season 2?
Season. How long is that season? Actually, I don't know.
They're about 10 episodes each, I think. Yeah.
But how many seasons? I'm sorry, that's what I meant.
Oh, there's 5 total.
We've got to be nearing like a season left, right? Or not too many shows left. I'm assuming at that point.
Well, what do you remember last?
What's the last thing? The Red Angel, is that the last show we saw?
Oh yeah, no, you got a long ways to go. If you're close to Red Angel, Red Angel season 2. You still got season 3, season 4. You probably got a while to go. You might be near the end of season 2.
Okay.
Yeah. There's just things that. No, it gets hard, doesn't it? It does. It's hard.
And like you said, there's a lot of talking. So much talking, like so many of those conversations could have been done in like 5 minutes, but these conversations go on for like 20
forever. It's just
at least
amazing.
It feels like 20 minutes of conversation.
Yeah, it does. Anyway, you're right. So I just wanted to check base with you on that. It's almost time. We're going to do Theocracy. We're going to do our Theocracy Watch early because at the top of the hour, I've got a video I'm going to show the fam. I think they're going to enjoy it. So let me check Let me check our poll real quick. It's about indulgences and if people are into indulgences. I thought they were funny when I first heard of them. It was like, buy your way out of hell. I was like, no. So I can give you $50 and go do whatever sin I want, or That's cray cray. Isn't that weird? I mean, bring it on. I mean, so indulgences from medieval get out of hell passes to modern church fundraisers. What's the worst example? And we've got selling pardons for sins in the Middle Ages.
Ooh.
That's kind of, pay to pray schemes from modern televangelists. Hey, you've heard of those, right? So they've got prayer chats and send us $50.
Telephone lines, callers are standing by. They probably got mail-in stuff too.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. Well, the ones I'm specifically talking about in myself are the ones where they're like, if you'll send $50, we will, and your prayer, we will pray for you.
Yes.
We'll have this pastor specific. So that's one way. That's specifically a paid to pray scheme. Then there's also option number 3, prosperity gospel seed money promises. There's just so many ways they get the money out of these people.
Seed money.
That's right.
Let's see how it grows, baby.
That's right. And then there's Vatican's selling planetary indulgences souvenirs. I think that's not gonna. We don't. This was not really a catchy poll today, but that's okay. Nobody cares about indulgences, especially God.
Cool, because I like learning like factual things that the church has done throughout its history to prove.
Oh yeah.
That it's just turning its religion into a product that people can consume.
Right. Now, you've heard of Consumer's Paradise. You've heard of St. Peter's Cathedral, right? That big fancy cathedral, the big, huge fancy. Unless I'm mistaken, that was mostly built with the money off of indulgences, where people were told, hey, if you give us money, we will let you go sin or take a sin off of you that you've already done or some business like that. That's what that big, huge, fancy Catholic monument of a building was based on.
So it's built off of sin, is what you're telling me?
Well, it depends on whose sin, right? I'm gonna do a quickie commercial, and then whenever we get back, we'll do Theocracy Watch. Here we go. Boop. Let's sell some atheism. You guys want some atheism? It's fresh.
Life is complicated. These are trying times. There are many questions that need answering. Want to know what's going to help? Atheism. With atheism, you'll get rid of dogma, superstitions, and toxic thought patterns that are holding you back. You can drive while taking atheism, as well as use heavy machinery. In fact, drinking alcohol, fornicating, and Sunday mornings are far more enjoyable with atheism. However, there are side effects. Some evangelicals and fundamentalists will think you're possessed by the devil. But you don't have to worry, because you know the devil isn't real. Just like God. Wake up to your life. Believe in yourself. Believe in science. Atheism.
There we go. Awesome sauce. I meant to bring you down from the thing where I could hide you from the people, and instead of bringing you down from the thing and hiding you from the people, I highlighted you.
Oh, great.
and I didn't know until it came back, and it's like, instead of going to me, it went to your empty chair. I was totally ready to get these guys to start talking. So Raven Lunatic asked the question, wasn't Trump trying to make a profit selling his Trump Bibles? Indeed he was. And then Ambushed Apostate says, yes, Raven, my mom bought one of those $60 monstrosities. Not only were they stupid expensive, but they were also stupid cheap. Donald Trump got them from China, and they were like, the paper is so thin. You can see through it to the scriptures on the other side and the other pages. That's how cheap it is. Like a $3 Bible.
Worth $3. They charged $70, and then I think that with the signed, it was like $80. It was like $10 more.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Gold embossed edges. Dude,
well,
like a gold leaf and like, what is wrong with him? So gaudy.
Caitlin Chloe's in the chat. Good morning, Caitlin. How are you doing? KC, how are you doing? Did you have a good time? I know you had a good time in Baja.
So jealous.
Well, I haven't seen any of the pictures. I'm sure she was there too. I did see that Godless Engineer was there. Well, I only say that because it's crap. You're going to see this video and go, oh my God, that's crap. But I've been knocking my ass out on it for days. I haven't really even looked up. So Next time though, I'll have already built so many things that'll make it easier. But anyway, all right, we're going to do theocracy.
I know what you're talking about. Difficult part is building like those little intros and outros and things. Yeah, I understand. Okay.
Yes. I mean, this is all different. Everything from there's, you'll see. Matter of fact, I'll even show you part of one of my old videos, my latest video, and you'll go, oh, I got you. Yeah, you'll see. All right, so let me do our theocracy watch real quick. See what's going on.
You're tuned into the Atheist Morning Show on the DAM Network. And this is Theocracy Watch. What do you do when the Epstein files are making headlines? FEMA is strained, Ukraine is being bombed, Palestinians are being starved, and wildfires are consuming huge swaths of forests? You manufacture another crisis entirely, of course. Donald Trump and his $26 million distraction are pulling out all the stops to divert attention from the crisis unfolding. He's invoked Section 740 of the D.C. Home Rule Act, a power no president has ever used, to seize command of the Metropolitan Police Department and deploy up to 800 National Guard troops to D.C. The crime emergency he's declared leans on exaggerated claims of lawlessness, despite official data showing violent crime in D.C. is at a 30-year low. Instead of managing existing issues, the GOP manufactures a new emergency, part power test to see how far executive control can be pushed without backlash, part political theater to dominate headlines and feed their base the optics of law and order, part intimidation aimed squarely at politicians and media, and always a convenient distraction from the problems they choose not to solve. Trump sidestepped the genuine problems he can't control by normalizing federal takeovers. If it works there and in LA, who's next? And while taxpayers will foot the bill for this operation, the real cost is the precedent it sets. A president weaponizing emergency powers to expand authority and bend the country to his agenda. He has spent years conditioning his base through fear, lies, and mistrust, pouring billions into distractions if it means denying something to the people they've been taught to hate, even when it costs them to. When religion is folded into that conditioning, it numbs them to the point where open power grabs, weaponized agencies, and the dismantling of social protections is no longer registered as a threat, clearing the path for permanent authoritarian unchecked rule. Continue to contact your representatives and ask questions. Cray. Power hungry, megalomaniac.
Yeah, it's not going to get any better.
No.
He is setting things up, full-blown authoritarianism. We've been saying, I mean, it's no longer alarmist, and he's doing just exactly that. Oh, hey, there's an emergency. You know what happened in Washington, D.C. last week? I think it was one of those Doge assholes got his ass kicked by a couple of 14-year-olds. That's what I heard.
Wait, what?
Yeah, one of the Doge boy, Big Balls or whatever his name is, got caught out in public or somewhere. And a couple of 14-year-olds beat him down like a bitch. That's what I heard. Now, look that up. Somebody, if y'all look that up, confirm that for me.
I would love to know that.
Mm-hmm. That's part of what's spurring this thing. I know. Big Balls.
Yeah, the fact that crime is actually down in DC. I mean, crime is just down in general.
Mm-hmm.
All over.
It has been
the country, and I don't think that correlation is not causation. It has nothing to do with the increase of National Guard, ICE, or police. I think that has everything to do with us as people, growing and establishing better communities.
Mm-hmm.
And caring more, inclusion, equity, equality, diversity. Sorry. I got diversion on my mind. But, all those things build a better world for us. And yet and still they're continuously trying to drag us back into the dark ages.
They are. According to our chat, and our chat never lies to us, it was a 15-year-old girl and a boy. 15-year-old girl and a boy beat up Big Balls.
Are you actually effing kidding me?
No, I wouldn't lie to you here in front of God and everybody. No, and the people are wondering what I mean. I mean these s'mores things, they're delicious, and I had to put them over there. It's like chocolate and stuff, and I'm gonna have to wait until here, like at the top of the hour, whenever we run
So you
our
can
new
eat
video,
them?
my new video. Yeah, so I can eat them. I'm sitting there going, I'm tasty looking.
Chop it at the bit.
Ambushed Apostate says, just for perspective, if I was physically in Carolinas, I'd literally be rounded up just for losing my home for a few months. Let that sink in for y'all.
Right.
Well, that's true. That's exactly. And I've been saying, where's he going to put these people? Where are they going to put them?
He's not explained that whatsoever.
Right. Well, I've heard that they've glanced off the notion that they're going to sprinkle them with mental help. Right.
So put
and
them
then
in
they'll
institutions
or something, but basically it's once they fill up the mental health hospitals or whatever, the half, I don't know, then they just start sending them off to the prison camps that they're building.
Bro.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on. We know that's what their intention is. They're going to declare that they all have mental health issues or drug problems and send them off to places where our tax-paying dollars is going to pay these big corporations to now, again, profit off of our misery.
Yep. Oh, yes, or someone's. I know, right? I know. But that's what's coming. I mean, he's doing it in Washington. Now, somebody said part of the reason why he's doing what he's doing in Washington is because he's tired of whenever he goes from the capital to somewhere else, anywhere else, he has to see homeless people. He doesn't want to see them anymore. Oh. So that's what this is really more about but I don't think so. I think this is the first of many cities, and that people are going to be really starting to rise up just about the time of the midterms. And he's going to start taking other cities, and they're going to try to avoid the midterms. You hide and watch, people. I hate to be a doomsayer in this department, but.
Well, what else are they doing? Like, come on. You'd be stupid not to follow the frickin' Yellow Brick Road to where they're trying to take it here.
Well, they've got a couple of things. They're trying to gerrymander their districts. We've also mentioned, where's Elon Musk? Is he technically working on, where's he been? Last I heard, he's taken hundreds of millions of dollars from the government again. So, what's he doing?
How much is his silence worth, I guess? Right. I mean, the people that continue to put faith into somebody like the character of Elon Musk, like a dude who comes out and says on his own platform that Trump is in the Epstein files, alluding to something, like he didn't have to explicitly say it, but we know what he was trying to convey to us. And yet here he is taking the payouts from Trump, and then whoop, radio silence. Like, that's bro, right. If you were honestly if you wanted to stop protecting a pedophile, yes, I can speak English, then you have the platform to do it. You're just manipulating and twisting the narrative just like Trump would to get what you want. You are no freaking different than him.
And you know what the really, really shitty thing about this is, especially about Elon Musk? Elon, if you're watching, you should pay attention to this, is that he doesn't need money. He's the richest man on the planet. So many people out there would betray almost any trust because they need or want money for the desire of money. But he doesn't need money. He owns so much. So this is all.
He could live off of his. I mean, his whole family could live off of what's in his bank and the interest for how many generations? I don't even know.
My understanding, though, is one of the things that was going on before he and Donald Trump took office again this time is that there were quite a few investigations into him and his doings, his businesses, and his circumstances. And now they're not anymore.
You know, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he shut down quite a few. Him and Donald Trump shut down the departments that were investigating him. So this is going to take
competition. Right? Like he's got the in, like his stuff is better than anybody else's. I mean, he's been handed everything his entire life.
Right.
I'm not saying he didn't work for some things, but he would. Other people worked just as hard as he did for those things and never got shit. So
a lot of people out there work a lot harder than him. I could certainly agree on that. And John here says homeless is not a choice. That's true. For a lot of people, it's not a choice.
No, I was homeless. I mean, honestly, what we need is more help, like for domestic violence. And I'm talking about not just for women, but also
Right.
for men. Like, I don't know
Right.
that we need as many for men, but there might be places that
There might be.
they should exist. And it's not fair that a mother could have an issue with her abusive husband, end up being homeless, which happens quite often, living in their
Mhm.
car, and their kids get taken away
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
really they're just in a tough situation. And if anything, they just need a little bit of help.
Right. You know, there's two different ways of dealing with homeless people. We could take them in. If we're going to, we're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars that they're using us. Take them in, give them a place, help educate them, give them therapy. We could do all those things. That's what the far left, the progressive people want to do. That's what we would do. We would help these people as much as we can, because some of them really do have mental health issues and will not let you help them. They're not interested. They are where they want to be.
Yeah. And that, yes, that is just the reality. And you can't get to them. You can't get through to them.
And part of the deal is we make rules like, oh yeah, you can come in here and we'll rehabilitate you if you do this and this. We got to get rid of that to let them come to it the good way. You know what I'm saying? But on the right, they're willing to take hundreds of billions of dollars, and they're just going to take these people. They're not going to rehabilitate them. They're just going to throw them in concentration camps. The definition of, I mean, how can you not see that? Kelly, the Detroit Queen Atheist, I don't think I said hello to you today, or probably anytime. I'm just sorry. I haven't said hello to you enough. However it is. Good morning, Kelly. I did see a new name in the chat there a minute ago, a new person, individual, possibly. Let's see if I can scroll up far enough to see it again. Because, B3 Nowd. That's an interesting name. Says hi. And there's other people said who are new. So hello, B3 now. Interesting. Look forward to hearing your thoughts if you're still there. If you didn't get modded out already. Rainbow Ash. Oh, you guys are talking to the Muslim individual. I noticed y'all are having quite an interesting conversation, and I'm just allowing it to happen. As long as everybody's playing nice, I'm all down with that.
If you can play nice in the sand, and there's no kitties pooping in the sandbox.
Yes.
Then you can have fun. Build your sandcastles.
Yeah, Miss Non Sequitur. Good morning, Miss Non Sequitur. How are you doing? Says I'm a Muslim. That statement shows you have kindergarten level understanding of genetics. Yeah, see, I just knew you guys could handle it. I'm just going to recommend, Miss Non Sequitur, based on what you just said, is you might use shorter words. You might go further with this individual. Sapient cephalopod. It isn't. Yeah, you're right. Same BS from an idiot theist who just can't imagine anything outside of his own ass. That's the whole deal. That I saw like a glimpse of a comment earlier about how you believe in magic because you believe life came out of nothing. I'm like, you have no idea what you're talking about. Just by hearing that, they have no idea what they're talking about. And, actually our science has proven many things about how life, about the possibilities of abiogenesis. And we know what the chemicals would be required are. We know that they were there. We also, I believe there's certain carbon strains that are one of the prerequisites for our kind of life. And they've looked at stars around us and they're just shooting that crap out. It's just one of the things they shoot out. So this notion that we didn't, and there's probably some chemical reaction many, many years ago, and that's what led to us eventually.
I mean, after billions of years.
Yeah, billions with a B. But
beyond.
Yeah, and so, but your God just came into existence all of a sudden, or was always there? Allah was always there. The universe needs to have a beginning, but Allah didn't need to have a beginning.
I actually would like to do, I do at some point want to do more research into like Allah's story. I just haven't got there yet. There's just so much in the, in the Bible. I feel like I can't even get my ass out of the Bible to do any more reading for other things. Because I like origins, like where's the first time in history we heard this name or whatnot.
Gotcha. I would enjoy if we could get us a next Muslim on the show to visit with us and educate us. Because a lot of what I speak, and I'll admit it, a lot of times in this, especially when it comes to Islam, I speak from a place of ignorance. I'll say that. I'll tell you, I do. So it'd be nice to get, someone on here who knows more about it. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sleepy girl.
So
No, that's all right.
yawny.
That's
So
okay.
yawny.
We'll have a minute and you can take a nap here in just a few minutes.
Okay, great.
Tux TV, good morning. Tux TV says, hi all. Nice to have you with us this morning. Welcome to the damnation. Thank you for joining us at this ungodly hour. This thing is telling me now would be a good time to insert ads. You know, I actually, we have ads turned off on purpose so people don't get bugged by them. I don't know why. I would not turn them on. Let me just check out what else is going on here in the chat, because we're gonna go. I got a video for you guys. I got a nuevo video here to show you guys in just a minute. I'm gonna show you. Matter of fact, I'll wait because it won't take that long. But because I want to show you a preview of what my last video looked like. That way you'll know the Pinto from the you'll be able to
I love it. I like it.
Le difference. And I won't show the whole thing. See, I agree.
Yeah.
I get emotional about it as well. Trip says, isn't to pressure God the mind, pressure to mind of God? I'm not sure what you're going on, but Salman Rushdie, I don't know what y'all are going to. Apparently there could be a lot going on whenever it comes to Islam and the history, even the recent history. Salman Rushdie, I just briefly saw his name, and I don't have to see any more to know that he could easily be used as an example of the potential violent nature of Islam. You know, but there's a lot of those. The Theo, what was his name? The Theo guy. Theo Van Gogh, if you're English. One of the great grand nephews of the artist got unalived in a street by a Muslim because he did art. And then we've got Charlie Hebdo, however
the cartoon guy.
The group. It was a company, a group of people, you know.
I thought didn't he draw a cartoon or something?
Okay, Theo Van Gogh. No. I think he did some kind of art.
No, the other guy you mentioned.
Right, but Charlie Hebdo is not a person. It's a cartoon company. It's a newspaper.
Oh, it's a cartoon company. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's a newspaper, and they publish cartoons in their newspaper, or something of that nature. Yeah. Okay. So there are various different things, but that was worth a follower of Islam to go in there and unalive them all with a gun. So there are those kinds of things. It's difficult, but you know, Christianity was just as violent a long time ago in the name of Christianity. Now Christians are violent, and they use the pen more now to hurt rather than they figured out you can hurt a lot more people with the pen than you can with the sword. And so that's how they go now.
No, I mean, they're still over in freaking Africa going cray-cray.
Yeah, they'll figure out, though. Yeah, you're right, though. They absolutely. And, you know, Africa is huge. It's huge. The possibilities of a wonderful, glorious civilization building over there are fantastic. But it's just been so...
Oh, man, it's so disappointing. It's like a paradise, man. Like, truly. Just so many resources. Like, they could live such peaceful, fulfilled lives if everybody would just get the fuck out. I mean, you know, obviously, like it wouldn't just work like that. Like, you can't just magically snap your finger and then they'd be like, oh, there's peace in the land, you know, but it's a good start.
It is. Well, you know, if we didn't have if we on our side, we could actually help them out and educate them and help bring them up to certain standards technologically to help them advance to their culture, because they've been so hindered for so long. Just because they've been hindered doesn't mean they're not capable.
I mean, there's plenty of science. I mean, there's lots of places, plenty of sciences, doctors, and incredible things happening. It's just the bad stuff always takes precedent in our news cycle. And Trump says shit like that's a shit country. I don't even know which country he was talking about. I hope did he say Africa is a ish country? Is that what he said?
I don't know. I haven't
continent. I don't remember. But anyway,
wouldn't surprise me.
Right. Like, I'm just like, that's the kind of numbskull type thing.
My understanding is that last couple of days, he's twice talked about Alaska as though it were Russian territory. My understanding is he's going to meet with Putin in Alaska, and he's talking about, I'm going to go to Russia and meet Putin. These kinds of things. So, you know, sometimes. Kane Wanderer, good morning. You can't do anything to help anyone if they don't want to be helped. That's very true. You know, very
You got
true.
that right.
You kind of got it. They got to meet you a little ways. Some people don't want to help. Some people in the chat, Kane, they come in here and they just want to argue. They just want to stir things up. Some of them have no interest in learning or even debating someone. They just want to say ugly things. We've seen that. But occasionally we do. I think, I did see a name earlier in the chat. It was some kind of religious person's name, like Pastor Bob or something, saying he had been vacillating between atheism and theism. You know, we do get those. We get those people who want to know more, and we love to help them.
Did somebody say something about Adrian Belgrave? Like he's considering. He's
might be on the fence.
Thinking. Yeah. Did somebody say that? I thought I saw it in a chat room. I can't remember whose chat. Was it Maya's the other night on Sunday night? Damn, I can't remember. But anyway, I was like trying to catch up, but I couldn't figure out exactly if that's what they were saying. But now that I remember, I'm curious.
You know, I would like to, whenever Adrian comes back, we could talk about it. I haven't seen Adrian the last few days.
He only comes, I think, a couple days of the week because of his work schedule. So he's usually only here like a couple days.
Sapient Cephalopod says Adrian has deconverted. He just doesn't know it yet.
I mean, I think he seems like a really okay guy. I mean, obviously from what I know in a chat room, but reasonable, fairly reasonable. Yeah, you know, he's in love with his Jesus, but
yes,
maybe he can.
Well, that's cool. Isn't that cool though? Whenever we can get some of them in here who actually believe and who want to talk, who want to engage, and who don't just want to sling feces at each other. And that's part of the deal. They often think we're just mean, angry atheists. And some of them are who have general honest questions are too afraid to ask because they think we're going to jump on them. And I got to be honest, they might not be wrong. If they come in here and say something in the chat that I see as being religiously ignorant or something, they may mean it innocently. And I'm like, well, what about your God? What about this? And this just go off on them. Like I did, I'm a Muslim the other day. I'm like, oh, a Muslim's in our chat. Well, how about that whatever. And I started going off on about his prophet, you know, because how I am. I'm trying to learn to be a better person.
It takes time.
Deviant Outcast is here. Good morning, Deviant Outcast. Says, Adrian Belgrave in his talk with Nance and Patty was very clear about standing with his faith, but wanting to understand atheists better by getting to learn to know us. Gotcha. Well, that's good enough. That's all it'll take. You know, I mean, if, you know, maybe.
You never know.
Some people say, yeah, that's right. Some people say, you know, study the Bible, and that's all it takes to leave the faith. Seminary. How many people have left the faith because of seminary, because they were forced to learn more about the Bible than they thought? They're like, oh, this is just stupid. I don't want to do this no more. There are a few out there. Taylor Swift announced a new album called Demonic. Is that correct? It's called Demonic? Our chat wouldn't lie to us. Or are you saying Taylor Swift announced a new album, period? It is demonic. Discuss. I'm not sure which one. If she, I mean, oh my goodness, she was so hot.
Christians saying it's just demonic. That's what I'm assuming.
Oh goodness, she would look hot in horns and a tail though. Oh my goodness, I'd buy that for $1. Let's see. Everybody should be anti-religion. You know, that's a good point, Mom Poppy. I've often misspoke. I don't misspoke. It's just the terminology we use, right? Sometimes we use the language we're given. We use the words we're given. I refer to myself as an antitheist. I'm not really so much an antitheist. I like engaging with them, and you know, as long as they're not oppressing me with their bullshit. If they want to talk and stuff, most of them are sweet, kind of nice people, I guess. Whatever. But I'm really more anti-theism. I'm not really against people so much as I am against their religion. So I just thought I'd clarify. I'm kind of that way. I'm a Muslim. I hate all Abrahamic religions. Rainbow Ash, that's a good point. I think that our world would be so much better if we did not have this crazy stuff. Raven Lunatic, I'm going to read this real quick. $5 super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Says, I'd like to put my penis into a container of protein powder, but all my friends say no fucking way. And the funniest part of that is you have friends.
No way.
No.
No way.
No way. All right, guys. So here's the deal. My lucky friends, mi amigos, mon ami. I got a video I've been working on. Now the more I talk about it, the more I get nervous about playing El Video. But I'm gonna play this video now, and it's a new long form video that's gonna drop in a few minutes, or today. And so if you want to, here we go. I'm gonna play. I can't believe I'm this nervous about dropping this video. Here we go. Are y'all ready to watch the video? I'm going to play the video.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Throughout history, the word Christian has struck fear in the hearts of countless people. It should again. When people think Christian, they tend to imagine kindness, forgiveness, love, and charity. But in reality, Christianity has been one of the most oppressive systems of control in history. Today, Christian nationalists aligned with MAGA conservatives are working to turn the United States into a theocracy, where their interpretation of the Bible shape laws for everyone else. Their goal is complete control over speech, behavior, politics, education, and even your own body. The history is long, the examples are countless, and the danger is real. Here are the top 10 reasons Christianity needs to be reframed as the oppressive, authoritarian cult it is. Number 10, the myth of Christian love versus reality. What happened when a religion that preaches compassion actually enforces control? You get phrases like, there's no hate like Christian love. Christianity markets itself as compassionate and forgiving, but the love part often comes with strings attached. You are loved if you conform, obey, and believe the right things. Step out of their worldview, though, and that love quickly turns to condemnation. Look at their political priorities: criminalizing abortion, banning LGBTQ+ rights, controlling what teachers can say. These are acts of control, from the Puritans banishing dissenters to modern churches excommunicating anyone who questions dogma. Christian love has long been conditional on submission. If love depends on obedience and conformity, is it really love, or is it just a tool for manipulating people? Number 9, historical precedent of authoritarianism. Why do today's Christian nationalists follow the same playbook as their ancestors? When Constantine legalized Christianity in the Roman Empire, the church gained political authority, not just acceptance. From there, leaders worked with rulers to enforce conformity, often at the point of a sword. The Spanish Inquisition was state-enforced orthodoxy, where heretics and dissenters were tortured or killed and their property seized. The same approach justified colonial conquest and forced conversions. Today, the pattern remains: legislate morality, silence dissent, and punish resistance. Number 8, control over thought and speech. How free can you be if someone else controls your access to truth? The Bible doesn't just discourage dissent, it condemns it. Verses like 2 Corinthians 10:5 command believers to take captive every thought and make it obedient to Christ. That is a demand for mental submission. Today, that mindset drives book bans and teacher gag orders and laws rewriting history and science to fit the Christian conservative narrative. Number 7, the systemic attack on LGBTQ+ rights. Why does religious freedom so often mean less freedom for others? Christian theology has long labeled LGBTQ+ identity as sinful or broken. Now that prejudice is written into law through religious freedom bills, letting businesses, healthcare providers, and even government offices deny services to LGBTQ+ people. How very Christian of them. This same logic justified racial segregation in the civil rights era. The target has changed, but the tactic is the same. If your faith requires you to treat others as second-class citizens, what does that say about your faith? Number 6, control of women's bodies. What happens when Scripture decides a woman's worth? From Genesis onward, women are portrayed as subordinate. Eve is the temptress. Paul commands women to be silent in church, and Old Testament laws outright treat women as property. That thinking is alive and today in the war on reproductive rights. Abortion bans, restrictions on birth control, and attacks on IVF are rooted in the belief that a woman's main role is reproduction. Women can never truly be free when their bodily autonomy ends where a pastor's opinion begins. It's worth noting here that Pete Hegseth doesn't believe women should be able to vote. They're not only after your bodily autonomy, they're also after your ability to defend it. Number 5, the indoctrination of children. Why would a belief system need to target children so aggressively? Christianity knows the power of early influence. That's why it pushes prayer and religious instruction into public schools, often under the banner of heritage or values. In fact, knowing the importance of getting to them while they're young Church-run boarding schools back in the 18 and 1900s mercilessly erased Native American cultures by kidnapping Native American children and raising them in religious, white-oriented schools, forbidding them their own faiths and even their own languages. Today, the battle is over science, sex education, and history, which is either being suppressed or rewritten to match the conservative Christian viewpoint, going so far that public schools in states like Texas and Florida have altered or completely erased entire subjects so that they can control the narrative they feed our young. How true is your religion and your God if you have to indoctrinate children in order to keep it alive? Number 4, weaponizing politics. What happens when faith becomes a tool for political domination? Christianity has always had political ambitions, but in the United States, the alliance between white evangelical leaders and MAGA conservatives makes it blatant. They aim to pass biblical values into laws and stack the courts with judges who will enforce them. This partnership fuels voter suppression, anti-immigrant policies, and the rollback of civil rights. History shows us that when religion controls politics, freedoms shrink and people suffer every time. Number 3, economic exploitation. Why does God always seem to need more of your money? From medieval ties to modern megachurch empires, Christianity has perfected extracting wealth from its followers. Prosperity preachers promise blessings for seed offerings while living in mansions and tootling around in private jets. This is the same business model the Catholic Church used when it sold indulgences while peasants starved. If we stopped giving money to the church, it would die a quick death, and no God would step in and magically save it. Number 2, the erosion of church-state separation. Why would a religion that claims to thrive on truth need government enforcement? The First Amendment's Establishment Clause was meant to prevent what we're seeing now. 10 Commandments mandates in schools, government faith offices, and taxpayer-funded religious programs. I can't say this enough, but merging church and state has always led to corruption and persecution, and it's only going to get worse as the wall between the two continues to fall. Number 1, the theocratic endgame. What does life look like when one religion rules the law? The goal of Christian nationalism is total control. Biblical law is national law, dissent criminalized, and non-Christians treated as second-class citizens. Look up the 7 Mountain Mandate. Interesting read. History is clear. Every time this happens, civil rights vanish, freedoms shrink, and the state becomes an enforcer of religious purity. How long before your rights disappear in the name of their God? None of this is accidental. The oppression we see today is the result of a belief system built for obedience, conformity, and control. The myth of Christianity being a benevolent force blinds us to the fact of how dangerous it truly is. Now, not all Christians are like this, obviously, but way too many of those good Christians who love to help people and wouldn't hurt a soul, when it comes time to vote, they will happily vote for the candidate who promises to ban gay marriage or abortion for the babies, or to put the 10 Commandments in schools, or who will stop scientific research and education that goes against their faith. They would never hurt you personally, but they'll vote for someone who will. Again, throughout history, the world has trembled at the word Christian. It should again. And to be honest, it's really just a big blood cult. Click here to see my top 10s video on why Christianity is a blood cult. If you're into the top 10s, then click over here for my top 10s playlist. Send safely, my friends. Take care. There we go. As you can see, the video is over. And there's Ryan getting a drink. Sorry. But as you can see, my friends, let me do this. As you can see that at the end of it, I haven't dropped the video yet. So it's coming soon. I'm gonna at the end it's made to where you look over there, look over there. That was just on my hard drive. So here, let me go back. There she is. So yeah, thank you guys. I'm glad you like it. That took a lot of work. One of the things I gotta thank you. I'm not a TikTok person, and a lot of the tips they're telling modern videos is you got that attention span, and you got to make sounds and you got to make noises and you got to have shit move every 1 to 2 seconds, and if you don't, well, we'll see. I did a lot of that. I got the sound down on everything to hopefully make the noises not too loud, annoying, but there's a lot of graphics
from what I could tell.
Well, we'll see. As soon as the show's over, I actually just what we did is what you watched is the 1080p what do you call it? First run I made.
Rendering. Yeah.
Yeah. So I printed it, rendering. There you go. I rendered it, watched it, and as I was going through it, I was like, oh, I need to fix this. And I popped over there, I fixed a thing, popped over and fixed another thing, popped over and fixed another thing. And then I was like, okay, I fixed all the things that I saw wrong in this video. And then I rendered the 4K version that I'm going to actually upload. Yeah. So that's going to be cool. Looking forward to that. Post it, Chris. I will post it in Neurogeezer. I haven't uploaded it. I still gotta create a thumbnail. I gotta do all those other things, you know.
What are you going to do for your thumbnail? Because that's like the make or break it. You can do all that work, and then if you fuck up your thumbnail.
I don't know yet. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. Often people start with the thumbnail.
Yeah, I know. And I think I'm doing it backwards. I think I'm just going to start with a freaking thumbnail and then go build from there.
One of the things I need to do is really, to be honest, a lot of my photographs are like,
yeah,
you know, on my thumbnail, and what they should be is like,
yeah, you got to do the faces, the shit faces. I just shit myself.
And I did that once. I made a recording of me making faces, but it felt so weird and awkward that all I really got out of it was me going like this and me going like this.
I hate it, but you have to do it. It's just part of the freaking process. You got to do it. Sometimes I'll just snapshot myself with a weird face, like as I'm talking from the video.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know.
Understood.
I'm about to hire somebody to just do my effing thumbnails for me.
Yeah. They're a lot of work. It really is a lot. It is a lot of work. And, you know, I got stuff to do today. I'm all excited. And as soon as this show is over, I'm going to start building, because, you know, I still got to do my description and my keywords and all that business. And I know.
Yeah.
It's scary.
It's a lot.
Hi, Kelly Laughlin. How are you doing today? Good to have you with us. I'm actually, man, I'm going to get a form. I'm working on a form that I can send people a link, and they can go to that link and they can schedule to be on the show. I need to do that. I just have not. Use a thumbnail with the chest exposed and maybe show a little nipple. Just a little tiny bit of nipple. Well, I tried that once and it didn't really do anything for me. Anyway, Greg Oldie says Disney princesses go through a lot of crap too. I don't know where that conversation's coming from. I don't know. Are we sympathizing with Disney princesses today? Yeah. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I'm glad everybody, I'm looking forward to dropping it and seeing, how it does. Oh, well, one of the things I forgot to do, my friends, was to show you what my normal video was. So if you're not familiar, if you haven't seen one of my long form videos, just wait. Let me go here and I will show you my most recent drop. And I thought I was kind of doing good. Except for it was a little fuzzier than I wanted to because I screwed up the camera. But I'll show this with you guys. Check this out. Yeah. Doesn't that suck?
That shit. I said I recorded something yesterday. So.
Oh no.
I have this mic. Y'all see my little mic thing I did? Because if I touch the mic too much, I make weird sounds. So I have this so I don't touch it, great, perfect, but it has to plug in to my phone. So guess what I did not do?
Oh no.
I know I didn't plug it into my phone.
That
so
is
sad. So I had to re-record
worst.
the video. I mean, it was fine. I was laughing about it. Honestly, I should just do a video of all of my outtakes and the laughs and how many times I curse myself, because I think that would just be better than my content.
Yeah, I have some of those. I never clip them together. I'm always cutting them out. But so here's my last video. And I thought I did start it out a little more interesting. Well, I thought, but it's probably not really. It's got like a little article. This atheist is about to destroy the 10 Commandments. Hang on. It's going to be fun. Christian. But, it's the same shit you see here. It's pretty much me, boring, out of context for some reason. See, the 10 Commandments. The best graphic we're going to get is this little swoop that I do with the 10 Commandments here. Commandment number 2, you shall make no idols. You probably have no idea how many people have been deleted from this world en masse over this single useless commandment. Although, yeah, so it's a step up, and I'm eager to see how it's going to play today. Looking forward to dropping it. Chris, you got to stop with the negative self-talk. Thank you, Jesus unfollower. I appreciate that. Kevin, thank you for that. Yeah, it's a thing. You know, it's doing a content creating thing. It can be difficult, can be challenging. It's a lot of work. And the wife don't like shop talk. Apostate babe, Linda James. You know, I saw your name in there, Apostate babe, Linda James, and I didn't say hello. Hello.
Apostate
Hope you're good. Richard is here. Richard. Good morning, Richard. Thank you for joining us. Ace Trades, Native Atheist is here. Thank you for joining us. And of course, I agree on follower. He's juggling a lot. You know, I can't wait until we get, there's just a little bit more going on. And I don't know if you guys, there's just things going on. It's going to be fun.
Chris,
we've got fun things.
Everybody.
I'm excited about things. I still got more commercials coming, more fun stuff. I'm going to try to knock out another, because this video, I'm going to try to keep a schedule. I got to make another video and drop it by Friday, or drop it Friday right after the show, right? So I got to do that. It's not going to take nearly this long. Yes.
That's good.
It's not going to take nearly this long because I learned so much in the last one. You know, did you see how crisp and clean I was in the video?
Yes, that was really good. It was very crisp. Yeah, very clean. Yeah. Clarity was perfect.
That was a whole day. Yeah.
I mean, it shows it's just you want the payout.
Yeah, well, we'll see how many views. Yeah, we want the payout. Oh, so true, so true, so true.
I mean, come on. Just saying.
Yeah. Sapient Cephalopod says I clean up nice. I know. I'm not gonna shine up like a penny. I do.
Ooh.
But yeah, that was. I'm really looking forward to it. It was a good one. Jesse James time. I think we need to give a little more credit to Planet Earth. I think that's not a bad idea. Let me go here and check our poll and see how.
That's my bae.
Yes. You know, real quick, I guess we ought to ask, because we've just been so rude. I assume Hub survived, right? Because we never talked about it. We just went on. You came home, you weren't crying, so.
Right? Yeah, he made it through. He's doing well. He had a little trouble last night, so I'm we'll see how today goes. But at least way better than he was before the surgery.
Good. Thoughts
far
and prayers,
better.
Thoughts and prayers.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and the thoughts and prayers did it. I mean, the doctor, who cares? I don't know, but
right. I'm not even sure why they let him in the room.
Really, it's God's hands.
Sapphic Hazard, if anything, the most consistent defining trait of Abraham faiths behind the grape, slavery, yes, you're so right, genocide, torture, and incest, is the followers not reading their own book. You know, that's really the thing. Isn't that right, Sapphic? Because just imagine, can you imagine if they really read the book and took it seriously and did the things it says for them to do? They would be worse than they are, a lot worse than they are.
The fact that, listen, I understand my opinion might be cray-cray, but everything I say is practically I've taken it from the Bible. I've picked it up from reading it. And when people come into my comment sections and say, "Oh, give me a scripture that says that," how do you not know this? How do you not know this scripture? Why do I have to tell you? Where do you think I've got it from? Like, give me a break. Do the research yourself. I mean, I will usually tell them, but it's like frustrating that they're even questioning. How do you not know?
Well, you know, one of the things, it's getting even easier nowadays. You know, I mean, thanks to the chat, the AI, you can actually pop up in a second. You, oh, really? Is that right? Let me go check you on that scripture. You know?
I mean, really?
Yeah.
The Google AI, as much as I hate it, for those who are lazy, at least it might give you a semblance of an idea.
Yeah. You know, somebody might come to you and go, "Hey, I heard this in the Bible." And you're like, "You know, I don't know. I don't know if I ever heard that." Well, maybe you have heard of everything in the Bible. Maybe you haven't. And you're like, I don't think I've ever heard of that. Where is it? Let me go find it. I have found the easiest way is to just go, "Hey, chat, somebody told me this. Is this in the Bible?" And it goes, "Yeah, it's over here in the scripture." It's kind of been that easy. You know.
Oh, God, it is it's infallible.
Yeah.
There's no way you can mess it up.
It's fallible. But no, it's great. I love the way you put that.
True. True. So sad.
You're right, though. The way it's, yes, I get you. Raven Lunatic says, "What do you call a smiling Roman soldier with a piece of hair between his teeth?"
Oh my God.
A gladiator. Oh my goodness. Have you people Have you seen Gladiator 2? I was a fan of Gladiator 1. Have you seen Gladiator 2?
I've not seen
It's a
1 or
hard
2.
one. Oh, you haven't seen 1 or 2? Yeah, 1 was all right.
No.
2 was, wow, it was hard. It was a hard watch.
It's hard to watch?
It was long too. It's like 2 hours and 30 minutes of my life I will never get back. Oh my goodness. And once, we're part of the way through, at first we're like, it might not be too bad. Maybe it'll get better. It's got some good names. And halfway through, we're like, oh my God. But we're halfway through it. Might as well, and then by the 3/4 of the way through, it was just, but we made it. It was like walking up a hill in the heat with no water and no shade.
What, just to say you did it?
Just
to what
by
end?
the time, right, that's right. Apparently to our end.
To the end of me.
Yes. But Denzel Washington. I mean, well, I don't know. The whole movie was, it was the twin king. Yeah, I don't want to go off on it. It was they weren't even twin emperors, but it was weird. It was weird. It was yes.
Can't ruin it for me.
And of course, Pedro Pascal was in it because he's in everything.
That's probably the only reason that I would see it. I'm just saying.
There's this scene, I got to tell you, all right? So Pedro Pascal, I'm not spoiling this for anybody. Oh, spoiler alert, right? Do this if you give a shit. But Pedro Pascal, they're the hero of the show is over here, and he finally gets to meet Pedro Pascal, but it's in the arena, and he refuses to kill him. So somebody outside the arena throws a spear or something, and a whole bunch of spears or whatever, and it kills Pedro Pascal. So he failed. He totally failed to save the guy. And then later on in the movie, his mom, that guy's wife, is up on this carriage, like a horse-drawn kind of thing that she's tied to it or something, and it's far away. I mean, it's a respectable distance. And this guy who looks like he looks like I don't know who it was. It was Denzel Washington's character, pulls out and with a single shot all the way at least halfway across the Coliseum, strikes the guy's mom right here, exactly straight in the chest, right over the guy's shoulder. I was like, man, those were just, I'm just stop talking about it right now. That's the doctor gave me some cream for my skin rash. He said I was a site for psoriasis. $5. Thank you for your super chat. Where do you get the cream from? Is what I want to know. Psoriasis is a bitch. Sharia law, is that considered apostasy, which carries severe consequences? Yeah, y'all got your whole thing going on. It's so hard to not get into that subject because it's, there's a lot to it. It's complicated. I love the Spartacus series too. I have them all downloaded. I enjoyed the Spartacus series. I tell you what, if I watch the Spartacus series, you know what I'm talking about, Blood and Sand, with the Spartacus. You might not have seen them. Yeah. Lucy Lawless. Oh, it's good shit. It's good shit. But if I watch it, I'm like 3 or 4 episodes into it and I'm all working out and stuff. These dudes are like buff. It's just weird. Getting pumped up. Pump you up. That's right. But they are good. Really. Lucy Lawless, you know who she is? Xena, right?
Oh, is she in it?
Xena, okay. Yeah. Xena is in it. And if you ever wanted to see her bits and baubles, you will absolutely get to see all of her bits and baubles.
I would love to see her bits and baubles.
Yes. And have you ever seen the movie The Mummy with Brendan Fraser?
Yes.
Long time ago, right? Long time ago. Now, there's this English guy in that movie. I don't really remember his name right off, but he was like one of his sidekicks, and he was really fun. If you go back and watch that movie, you're like, okay, I get that guy. You recognize him. You would know him because you've seen the movie. You recognize him. Mm-hmm. I don't know his name. Somebody will say it. But he plays Batiatus, the owner of a ludus. Where you train warriors, where you train. What do you call those things? Damn it. Where you train the spiders, those fighters that they put in the rings. Why am I not? Anyway.
Oh, gladiators?
Gladiators. Damn it. It's a gladiator trainer thing. So he does it, man. He is married to Lucy Lawless. And he does a fantastic job. He is just a stupid, fantastic actor. I mean, if you like, it's got lots of blood, lots of sex and all that business, but it's like stupid blood. It's like, the guy is standing here, like in front of me, like right here, and I'm here, and I'm the character, and the guy, my enemy, is here, and you're there watching, and the sword goes like that, and the blood goes all over you, and it just completely covers.
Oh, really? Oh my God.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of that. It's really dramatic. It's really good. But it's a good show. They have a second. The main actor who plays Spartacus died of cancer.
Oh,
after season 1.
damn.
And so they brought in somebody else to do season 3 because they shot another season 2, and they brought in somebody else, a different character, to do like a 5 years ago kind of thing. And he was a really good actor. And it was really kind of sad to see his
cancer is shit. Hey, you know what's great though about cancer? It's gonna get worse because Trump has removed the funding for our freaking scientific research. So do your thing, cancer.
Trump did that.
Yeah,
Trump did that. They were working on a virus research that could help cure cancer, and Donald Trump.
Alzheimer's, we talked about the other day.
That too.
They're so close to a cure, they said, for that. I mean, because they know where it's coming from, like what's happening. So
right.
If you can fix it, great.
Mm-hmm. They're going to shut that down. So later, Kelly, thank you for joining us. Kelly, Detroit Queen Atheist, is bailing.
Hi, Kelly.
Yeah. Let me
Go to bed.
just check some stuff here. It's hot people killing hot people. Let's say it's just hot people killing other hot people for fun and profit. Yeah, that's true. That's good. True.
Sounds about right.
300 kinds of blood, great combat scenes. It really is. They did a good job. But that's part of the reason why I like watching this recent movie, the Gladiator 2. Let me close that. Watching the Gladiator 2 was kind of so hard because, man, that just came out. And they could have done so much better. So have they not seen the first movie to begin with? But Spartacus, Spartacus and its series, just like the cinematography, let's not even talking about the bloodshed. Let's talk about the acting, the shooting. It's all really good. They did a really good job. They did not do a really good job with the Gladiator 2. Anyway, Sapient Cephalopod. Let me check a thing here. I'm going to take us a quick break. Let's do a Pharaoh's Curse. We haven't done that a day or two. Let's do that. We'll be back in just a minute. Boop. Mi burrito es tan bueno. It burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. El ataco fue no bueno. It stings like a bee. They told me she was a sister. Now I'm plagued between the knees. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse. There's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno. A full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno. It burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno. A full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno. It burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've between my legs. And we are back. Yeah, you're right. I mean, there's a lot going on. Sorry, we catch this in the middle of the conversation. Kelly Laughlin, who's leaving? Is somebody leaving? We're going to be heading to court in Austin this weekend. Oh, are you? What are you heading to court for? If you don't mind telling. I did see up here. Pardon me for changing it, but Secular Philanus said my mom found out she has breast cancer. We're actually heading in a week or two to get her surgery done. She's surprisingly calm about it.
Oh, I'm sorry, my dear.
Yeah. Our best to her.
Okay. Yeah.
Jesse James time. Back in the old days, prophets didn't know about other planets observed and assumed everything in sky's heaven was stars, angels. So weird to think when today we learn these are planets and galaxies. You know, isn't it? I think one of the things is kind of amazing that boggles my brain. Is it like 2,000 years ago in Egypt and Greece and all that they were able to do those kinds of things? Isn't that cool? But our species has been here for at least 100,000 years. And in that 100,000 years, we didn't develop language. We didn't develop anything. You know, the only language that remained was the basic language that all of our normal languages spring from. You know, I mean, it's just kind of, I'm very disappointed in you cave people. No, I'm just saying. That's like the minimal effort right there, people. 98,000 years of sitting on your hands and not getting further than spears. I mean, I think we even have, don't we have like, I don't know how long it's been. I'm probably doing them wrong now. I'm exaggerating their timeline, but still, that's a long time. But we were here for a long time, at least 50,000 years, and we didn't do anything. You know, I don't know how it's been like 30,000 years. We have evidence of the bow and using the first, you know,
like tools, etc.
Tools, flints, and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I'm going. So 70,000 years, we just didn't do anything. What did we do? That's a lot of years for a lot of people.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm just saying, just a thought. 100,000 years, no wonder I'm tired, Chick Magnate. That's right.
That egg is cooked.
It very much is. I'm going to check our poll over here. We're also very good at taking 2 steps back. Yeah, no doubt.
Maybe that's part of the problem. Who knows? Maybe there's some underlying things about that. Maybe we've reverted in history multiple times.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Erased progress.
The Grift of Eternal Life says Allie Bree. Allie Bree has answered our poll. Allie Bree, where are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Let me come over here. And somebody else who has answered our poll is Adrian Belgrave. Adrian.
Yeah, Adrian.
So Adrian's probably working, can't watch, or doing something, can't watch, but was able to 31 minutes ago. Rude, very rude. Very rude. But was able to go ahead and comment on our thing. So the question of the day is indulgences from medieval get out of hell passes to modern church fundraisers. What's the worst example? That's the question. And Adrian Belgrave's response is the prosperity gospel should not be preached at all. You see, we're coming together. We're coming together on so many things, Adrian. If you could just meet us on the rest of the way on none of them should be taught. But right now, hey, that's fine. Prosperity gospel, we'll meet with you in the middle. The prosperity gospel should not be preached at all. This type of preaching, in my opinion, gives even more reason why atheists don't want to entertain reading the word or trust those behind the pulpit preaching that junk. See you tomorrow. Knuckle up.
I mean, it's a little bit bigger than that, but I'm sure that's part of the reason other people struggle with the, you know.
Yeah. You know, the whole reason why they got this is because their grift worked, and it worked so good they could no longer hide it. They're running around in Mercedes and flying in airplanes, and they just couldn't hide it anymore. So they just had to go ahead and come out with it. You know what? You can be rich too. Give us your money. That's one of the things I think is so crazy about Jesus. Jesus tells the rich to give their money to the poor and the poor to give their money to him. That's man, that's a good grift right there.
It's a great trick.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine. Where'd you get this? That rich dude. Dade Murphy is in the chat.
Excuse me.
There we go. Good morning, Dade. I hope you're doing great. It was nice meeting Dade a month ago now, I guess. Dan D.
Lucky.
Yeah, I was very lucky. We were all lucky. It's a good time. Good times. And we're going to try to do it again next year. Now, I don't think I want to be able to do any more trips or traveling this year. I've gotten all the trips or traveling I want to be able to do this year. I want to mention.
Never know. You might get sponsored or some ish like that.
That's true. That's true. That could happen. Yeah,
could happen.
Maybe that could happen.
Stranger things have happened.
Stranger things have happened. On the 5th, in 3 days, on Friday, will be 1 year since we fired up the Daily Atheist Morning Show again.
Well, see.
Yeah, so we could be celebrating a whole year of the new Daily Atheist Morning Show. These cavemen always freezing in some stupid, hard to pronounce valley like Oztal or Neanderthal. Right? Why they get those names? What's wrong with these people? Sapphic Hazard, the prosperity gospel, the child essay, hot hokey pokey, no doubt, right? The centuries of genocide and torture that are, I cannot stress this enough, ongoing. The only way the church is framed as having redeeming qualities. There's got to be more than that, more to that. Maybe not. I'm sure there may be more to that, but there's a hard. That's one of the things I'm going to do about my video is that historically, this is a history. Christianity historically and now, then and now, has been hard on humanity in so many different ways.
They owe the public a service.
Well, you would think they would.
Be doing far more for everybody, regardless of their faith.
Right. And right now they're so on their back heel trying to defend themselves because of this.
Yeah.
These issues they're having, It's amazing. Somebody was saying, was it Lady Gaga is calling out, speaking of this, I don't know if it's going to, Lady Gaga is calling on the Pope, the new Pope, to go to Gaza. Get your ass over to Gaza, physically to Gaza. I don't think that's going to happen.
Really? Lady Gaga?
I think it was Lady Gaga. Was it Lady Gaga?
I didn't. The last time I heard anything about Lady Gaga, she was on the other side. Oh, I guess maybe now people are finally flipping. Gaga. Gaga. Gaga.
Let me check it. It may not have been Gaga. Let's see who it was.
Gaga.
Oh, it was Madonna. Madonna. Apologies.
Madonna.
Madonna, if you're watching. I'm sorry, Madonna, if you're watching. Lady Gaga, again, if
I'm pretty sure Madonna was a hardcore Zionist.
Yeah.
Wowsies. McWowsies.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I thought I remember.
Well, I don't know, because remember she always wore the cross, and she's an ex-Catholic.
Yeah, that's why I kind of found it.
Yeah.
Again, seeing all these Christians being okay with the fact that like some of the earliest Christians are being murdered, like generations of the first Christians who would descend from, that area where your religion allegedly sprung up, and you're okay with their murder, and the, Catholic Church that got destroyed, the other churches that have, Christian churches that have been destroyed, mosques, etc. Like, what is your religion good for if not some kind of brotherhood?
Right. And where does it end? Even whenever it was just one, right. Well, even whenever it was primarily just one religion in this one region, even then they found ways to other themselves, from other groups of themselves, and they come up with heresy. And I mean, it's just amazing the way religious people will find to hurt people.
Oh gosh,
it's crazy,
like their existence.
And they just don't see
to
it.
harm people.
That's actually kind of the topic of my videos is like the reasons why Christianity should be reframed. Because right now when people think of Christianity, they think of soft and fuzzy bunny rabbits, but they need to know that it's not, and it hasn't been. And that's what my video is about. Yeah.
Yeah. I do think that's important, that's the message we convey to people, that it isn't the kind smiley faces that they like to put onto like TV shows, or, you know, like the Jehovah's Witnesses coming to your door in their, you know, Sunday's best, or the Mormon boys riding their bicycles around with their dewy little faces. Like, I know they're so sweet. They just want to spread the word of God. But underneath of it all is corporations who are profiting from exploiting people, children, babies, hiding sexual abuse, and you know, going over to other countries, you know, like we're talking about all the countries in Africa, and exploiting them there, getting their roots, setting up churches. Now they have land. I mean, it's just the colonization continues to be what's that word?
Proliferating?
Maybe that's the word. Yes, that's the word.
Yes.
And it's amped up, like it's getting exponentially worse.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's one of the things. And Secular Philanus says we occasionally get Mormons in our areas, white shirts, black slacks in their little folders, and sometimes bicycles. Often they ride bicycles. But, you know, I mean, in their mind, they're innocent enough. They believe they're there to do good. They're there to bring you, you know, but their belief is that they're doing you good by telling you what to do with your body. And that's them doing good for you. And
that's the definition of Christianity is a supremacy. Like, they're all actually Abrahamic. Let's just do it that way. Abrahamic religions are supremacist ideologies where they think that they're the chosen ones who've gotten it right, and therefore, bingo bango, the rest of us can suck it. And it's an exclusionary, like it's either you ride or you die, and it's us against them. And that mindset just permeates through their belief system, and it's hard to get out of their freaking heads. And you know, JWs are notorious for, we've got the truth, and they pound it into people's heads.
Wasn't it JWs, or was it the Mormons? Maybe both. Wasn't it one of the groups? I thought it was JWs who were blessing non-JWs, or no, I think it's Mormon, but baptizing non-JWs on their deathbed or after death.
Mormons, yes, they used to have a practice where they would they would baptize people after their death. Do it for them. Like, I'm gonna save this person by like baptize. They would do it to like Jewish people. Like, bro, that's like, come on. Like, regardless of how I feel about religion, there's things you don't do, and that's disrespectful. That's just not cool.
It really is, to baptize other people completely not of your faith into your faith against your will. That's just, who are you to do that?
Right.
But can you imagine, though, if it works? If you, as some sort of heathen or believer of something, you're down there burning in hell, and all of a sudden, oh wait, the pain is over with. I feel so much better. Thank you for blessing me.
Thanks, Jesus.
We're bad people. But we're just pointing out the reality, the thinking. That's how it's gotta go. You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, don't be mad at me. I'm just the messenger. I'm just telling it like it is. I'm still leaving room for you to have your belief. Have it. Like, I will champion you to have your belief. I respect you as a person, but when it comes to your belief, I don't have to get down with it. I just do not. And I don't, and I won't.
Yeah. I think kind of one of the things is kind of we're learning that, you know, I too, I'm cool with you having your own belief, right? And that works until you outnumber me significantly and force your belief on me. That's right. That's what happens. We're like, no, I'm willing, whether it's Christians, whether it's Islam, Muslims, it doesn't matter. It doesn't seem to matter which one it is. Once they start getting numbers and power, then all of a sudden, you know, we who said to them a while back, you know what, I don't care what you believe, whatever you want to, as long as you're not forcing it on me or hurting people about it. Well, they taught so many other people, and now they're out overwhelming you, and they don't feel the same way. They're going to force you to their viewpoint.
we have.
So
It's
point,
imperative that we
mankind,
get protections in.
yes,
Like we just have to have stuff enshrined. Like end of women's like reproductive rights, just enshrined. Like fix the whole like people of color and having citizenship and just everything. Let's just enshrine it and get it freaking done. So we don't have to keep combating these issues.
Yes, our own set of directives, like our own prime directives. That's a great way to see it.
And they, and like, oh, we get our laws from the Bible. No, you effing well, don't you, dipshit?
No, you don't.
You don't go to jail if you screw around on your wife, idiot. No, the laws aren't. Right. No, just stop it. It's not some like moral code that you have, no ethics code. No. Okay,
right.
Laws
we have a former
make you good people.
It doesn't. It does not. We have a former Mormon in the chat. Says I'm a Mormon. Wants to know, yes, ex-Mo. So the question we have for you is, because what we were talking about when you got here was, did you ever see or personally baptize someone who was not of your faith into your faith after they died? Did you ever see or do that?
Yeah, because I don't know when that stopped. And who's to say that some people still don't do it, right?
That's right. He says yes. They say yes.
Oh, it's Temujin.
Temujin Jag. Yes, says yes. Baptism for the dead.
Yikes. Yeah. Oh,
just imagine that you're down there.
Oh, I thought they stopped because it was just so scandalous.
Yeah. Well, look at how we view heaven and hell, though, because heaven really sounds kind of hellish to us, to me, the description. And then hell has got all the cool people down there, right? So can you imagine if I'm actually down in hell and I'm there with Carl Sagan, I'm like, bitch, come here, give me knuckle up, man. And then a few seconds later, this Mormon bitch drags me from this heathen paradise up to heaven. Now I've got to go, holy, holy is the Lord forever. That would suck.
How much would that can we please do that as a skit? That would just be such an easy little skit to be. You down in hell, chilling. You're meeting like the people that you've always looked up to, Carl Sagan, whoever the hell else whatever. And then I baptized somebody. I baptized you in the temple, and all of a sudden you're just. And the music is like this elevator music, and it's just a bunch of people just in white, dressed in white, just standing there like boring.
Yeah,
the worst party ever.
I think I've made a note at the top of my notes, even, because that's a really good idea. I am totally down. I'm going to real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run our the conversion Bible video, because we're talking about this, the deathbed conversion Bible commercial. I'll run this whenever we come back from this. It's only a minute long. Whenever we come back, we'll go ahead and do our super chat.
Signed by Constantine.
Ooh, and Jesus himself.
Yeah.
And Jesus, personally signed by Jesus. Here we go, the deathbed conversion Bible. Do you have an atheist friend or family member who's a good person and you don't want to see them end up in hell? But now they're on their deathbed. Time is running out. They've been there for you, and now you want to be there for them. But how can you save them from your all-loving, forgiving God and its eternal lake of fire? Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of atheist deathbed conversion Bibles. No more worries of loved ones meeting their resolution without absolution. Now you too can force your faith on the weak and helpless in their final moments. Father Flanagan's line of atheist deathbed conversion Bibles are designed specifically for the weak and infirmed. Extra large type for failing eyes seeing their last. Deluxe editions come complete with a post-mortem Mother Teresa would have approved baptismal kit. Also available in heathen and heretic versions. Father Flanagan's line of atheist deathbed conversion Bibles. Coming to a Walmart near you. I noticed people asking in the chat. I hope you enjoy that. I noticed people asking in the chat specifically, what does Father Flanagan have to say about post-mortem baptism? Just in time for it to show up in the. So I got that. I didn't even have to answer. Didn't have to risk dual carpal tunnel or nothing.
You already know. You know.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was well timed. Goodness gracious.
Large type, large font. We all come to a point in our life where we need that large font.
Yes. At my age, Raven Lunatic for $5 said, I like to put my penis into a container of protein powder, but all my friends said no fucking way. I suspect this has happened more than once. Raven Lunatic said, for $5, what do you call a smiling Roman soldier with a piece of hair between his teeth? Glad he ate her. I knew that. I have to go watch some of that on a video afterwards. Secular Feelingness for $5 says, the doctor gave me some cream for my skin rash. He said I was a sight for psoriasis. It was a sight for psoriasis. Oh, that's either way. Good. Thank you, Secular Feelingness, for being wonderful. Thank you all for your support. You guys are fantastic. We very much appreciate you. Okay, Ryan, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.
Yes.
My friends, I'm off to save the world. I'm going to drop that video here in a couple hours. Send safely, my friends. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Got a house that smells like old cheese and shame. Father Flanagan's flesh candles change the game. Goat-scented thrills for your soul's delight. Light it up, baby, make your room right. When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan here to set the tone. Confession booths busy, no need to stress. Light a candle and forget your mess. Gross odors vanish like sins in the wind. With each wick, guess who's your new best friend? When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan here to set the tone. Lambs and calves may have their day, but goat's the scent that leads the way. Clean your slate with a sniff so pure. Father Flanagan's got the cure. Turn your home into a saintly space. With every whiff, find redeeming grace. From your living room to the kitchen sink, light the goat candle, don't even think.